I think you've raised so many important points there. One of them that resonates with me is I always say to people, the only way you can purify envy is study. And what I mean by that is when you study someone's success, you get motivated by it. When you envy someone's success, you get demotivated by it because you feel it's not for me, I'm not going to get that. When you study it, when you look at how they started, when you look at the challenges they've gone through, when you look at the ups and the downs, all of a sudden you realize you get so much inspiration that I can do it too, right? That person's had a very normal human journey. And maybe I just don't see that because I'm only seeing the success. I'm not seeing the story.
And I think I get a very interesting take on that because I do that with me and my sisters. And so when I look at all of my siblings, I know so in-depthly also their struggles and how many companies we've all started that have failed, where so many people that you look up to, you don't hear every little thing until they're at the top. And then they're telling you this was how they got here, their success story. And sometimes you're like, okay, but you're here now and it still seems unobtainable. But for me, I'm very lucky for my positioning because even though I see my siblings and I see all their success now, I remember how much stuff we tried to do and, throw spaghetti on the wall and it just didn't stick. But I don't know if outsiders would see that looking within our family all the time. I think if you can, go back and Google back 2008, whatever, you'll be like, oh, they did that. And where's that company? And so everyone has their failures, but I wouldn't even call them failures.
What's the biggest lesson you're taking into your 40s? Something that you've been carrying with you into this time?
I talk to myself a lot. So I like to be really intentional. And I understand and I teach my daughter that happiness and positivity and all of that is a choice. And so what I like to is be very intentional with my days, my jobs, the things that I choose to do and spend time on, and not in a smug sort of way. But I wake up a lot and I'm like, oh, I'm just in either a melancholy mood or I'm woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I'm not a nice person today. And I'll look myself in the mirror and I will have a back and forth talk with myself. And I'm like, no, I'm happy today. I'm choosing happy. But so much of that came really when I was in my 40s, maybe my last 39th year, because I realized how much of a dark cloud I felt was surrounding me in my 30s. But yes, things happened to me, but it's also my responsibility to choose how I respond to those things. And I think because of social media maybe as well, that I let so much of the noise make me even sadder or make me feel like I was less worthy, less of a person, that I needed to be so crumbled and embarrassed about what happened to me. Where yes, I probably would have had those feelings, but maybe not as long as I did because that narration was going on for so long. And so I finally was sort of like, screw every dark noise I'm hearing. And I'm going to say every day, no, I am worthy. I'm worthy of a happy, beautiful, positive day, being intentional in that way. And it's funny when I wake my kids up every day, I'm like, we're going to have a happy day because we choose to have a happy day. But embedding in them those small little affirmations, I mean, I'm 40 and I need it. So, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I always say to myself, I can't make, the day doesn't have to be great to me, but I can make the day a great day.
Right.
Because there could be ups and downs. There could be someone says something, someone could be mean to me, someone could cut me off in traffic, someone could do whatever it may be to me, but I get to choose how I respond. I get to choose how I react, and it makes such a difference. One of the themes in the show this year has been all of you talking about shedding the burdens of the past. And I think that's such an interesting thing because I think as you get older, you start to notice what you've been carrying with you.
Right.
Right. And you've had longer to carry it with you. And now you're more aware.